Get on that wagon, losers!
Welcome back to the channel for another horror convention walkthrough video. This time we're in Tulsa, Oklahoma, the Tulsa Horror Con, the Renaissance Hotel and Convention Center. I was only able to attend Saturday this year, so I really wanted to make this trip count. There were some amazing guests at the show. We had the Cheeto Brothers from Killer Clowns from Outer Space. We also had a heavy Rob Zombie Halloween presence with Tyler Mane, Michael Myers himself. You also had Dag Faerch, so young Michael Myers, and then you had Daniel Harris. You also had Brett Wagner from Texas Chainsaw Massacre 2003. Kemperkill Leatherface, he complimented my shirt. I was wearing a Terry McMinn Texas Chainsaw Massacre swing set shirt, and from about 25 feet away I hear, "Nice shirt." And I turn around and it's Brett Wagner pointing to me from his table. So I ran across the convention floor to him, gave him one of these, told him thanks and appreciate his work, and just what a cool guy to stop and say that. He didn't have to do that. So that was a fun, unexpected interaction with Brett. Follow Brett at The Big Schwag on Instagram. There were lots of great vendors in attendance. Of course, one of my favorite Texas vendors was there. Dead Dave Designs always has a really cool collection, a little bit of something for everyone. It's good to see Dave in Tulsa. My main goal for the weekend was to sort of network. I wanted to meet Papa Goss 33, Josh, finally. He was the winner of one of our giveaways, the Pamela Voorhees NECA giveaway recently. And Josh also recently hit 1,000 subscribers on YouTube. So if you aren't already following Papa Goss 33 on YouTube, please go give Josh a follow. Help him get to 2,000 subscribers. So great finally getting to meet Josh in person. He's a super cool guy. Can't wait to hang out with him at Frightmare. When I ran into Josh, he was talking to some friends of his over at Movies That Make You podcast, which I'm a huge fan of. I was already following and enjoyed conversations that they've had with Papa Goss and as well as Horror Cat Dad. So it was really cool to get to meet them in person and hear a little bit more about their show and ask them some technical questions about podcasting. So please go follow Movies That Make You on Instagram. Another familiar Texas face was Brendan from the Horror Green Book. Always love running into Brendan. He's the coolest. So you know it's a good horror convention if the Horror Green Book is present. So it was really cool getting to catch up with Brendan and talk about his possible 2026 adventures. So also go follow the Horror Green Book on YouTube for some really great horror convention coverage. Hello travelers. Another must person I had to run into or catch up with was Bobby Harris, Policeman Bob costumes. So early on in the show, Bobby was rocking the 2003 Texas Chainsaw Massacre Leatherface. Later in the afternoon, he switched to his tour guide Beetlejuice, which is one of his newer costumes. It's super cool as always. He spares no expense, prosthetics, the accuracy. It's so good to see what Bobby's going to come up with next. So please go follow Policeman Bob Costumes on Instagram. Another unexpected but really cool run-in was Matt, the Spooky Okie, on Instagram. We've been following each other on Instagram for a while, so it was cool to finally meet Matt in person. Thank you for stopping me and getting my nose out of the camera and actually realize that there's something else going on besides this little 2-inch screen. So it was really cool for Matt to stop me and say hello and get to talk about horror movies and what all we like about horror conventions and what we're looking forward to in the future. So shout out Matt. Go follow the Spooky Okie on Instagram. So like I mentioned, this was a whirlwind trip, like 12 hours in the car, up and back in less than 24 hours. And I just wanted to give you a small glimpse of what my Saturday was like. This is a really cool convention. I think it's a good size, especially if you're new to attending horror conventions. This is the perfect show for you to kind of get your feet wet. You can tell the show is growing, especially with the support of OKC Horror. So I can't wait to see what Tulsa Horror Con is doing next year. So yeah, let's go check out Tulsa Horror Con 2025 from Tulsa, Oklahoma.
Oh my gosh, this time I love it because she puts this in a pecan pie. I'm telling you, this is so amazing, the peach bourbon. We love it. Has a little bit of heat. We have a mild version too, but the lemon butter garlic, oh my gosh, it's amazing on steak, salmon.
more fun today. I don't think I'm going to be able to take it.